بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الخلق أجمعين وخاتم الأنبياء والمرسلين سيدنا ونبينا وحبيبنا وحبيب إله العالمين الرسول الأمجد المحمود الأحمد أبي القاسم المصطفى محمد. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد وعجل فرجهم. صلى الله عليه وعلى أهل بيته الطيبين الطاهرين المعصومين المنتجبين واللعن الدائم على أعدائهم أجمعين إلى قيام يوم الدين. إنا لله وإنا إليه راجعون. Our condolence to our Imam al-Mahdi عجل الله تعالى فرجه, and to our Maraji and the Momineen and the humanity in general for the sad demise of Ameer Al-Momineen salawatullahi wa salamu alayhi in this night in the early beginning of the day of 21st of Ramadan. That is the will of Allah, and Imam tolerated everything fi sabilillah, part of his patience. We see in the ayah of the Holy Quran, وَجَعَلْنَا مِنْهُمْ أَئِمَّةً يَهْدُونَ بِأَمْرِنَا لَمَّا صَبَرُوا وَكَانُوا بِآيَاتِنَا يُوقِنُونَ. It is in Surah Al-Sajdah, ayah 24. And we made of them imams to guide by our command when they were patient and they were certain of our communications. In another ayah, in Surah Al-Anbiya 73, وَجَعَلْنَاهُمْ أَئِمَّةً يَهْدُونَ بِأَمْرِنَا وَأَوْحَيْنَا إِلَيْهِمْ فَعْلَ الْخَيْرَاتِ وإقام الصلاة وإيتاء الزكاة وكانوا لنا عابدين. And we made them imams who guide people by our command, and we revealed to them the doing of good and the keeping up of a prayer and the giving of all of the alms, and us alone did they serve. صدق الله العلي العظيم. We are still discussing the subject, general imamate on the Holy Quran, or what are the attributes of the Imam according to the Holy Quran. And naturally, these attributes, practically, if we come, we find that the only one who deserves to be Imam is Imam Ali alayhi salam, and the rest of the Imams of Ahlul Bayt salamullahi alayhim, total 12 Imams. We discussed many points about Imamate, as we said before. These are 8 main points: that it is appointed by Allah, and Imam is infallible. Imamate is continuous on earth, and the Imam is supported by Allah. The deeds of the people are not hidden from the Imam. Imam should be knowing everything that the people need. It is impossible to have better than the Imam at the time, and Imamate is by inheritance in the descendants of the Prophet Ibrahim, peace be upon him. We discussed before about the ayah of the Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam, and we mentioned that it is continuous in the progeny of Ibrahim, in the descendants of Prophet Ibrahim. قال ومن ذريتي, he asked that Imamate should be, or maybe in my descendants, and Allah said لا ينال عهدي الظالمين, my covenant will reach not the unjust people, the tyrant people. Now this means as long as there is any person among the descendants of the Prophet Ibrahim alive, then he will be the Imam. And we know the descendants of Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam are in millions nowadays. At least the Sayyids, Bani Hashim, all of them are descendants of Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam, and maybe others also, but at least these people, and their number, Sadat number, is in millions, the descendants of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam and descendant of Ali and Fatima. And as long as one of them is alive, he deserves to be an Imam, and naturally he must be infallible, because Imamate will not reach the unjust people. Here Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala again insists on the subject in order to be clear for people. وَجَعَلْنَا مِنْهُمْ, and we made among them. Again, he used ja'ala, as we discussed before. It is making, and it is what Allah make, means it is the authority of Allah, not authority of the people. Not the people will elect or not elect. No, whoever appointed by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, like the prophets appointed by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and imams also are appointed by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So he said, we made among them imams. These imams, what are their characters? يَهْدُونَ بِأَمْرِنَا, they guide by our command. Now, what does that mean, guide by our command? Guidance is of two types. One guidance, we say tashri'i, the legislative guidance. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala ordered the prophets, the messenger, even the Momineen, the believers, to guide people to the right path. If somebody is not believing in God, they ask him to believe in God and to practice the religious duties and to abide to all religious duties and stop doing the things which are haram, not lawful by Sharia. So this is the general guidance of the prophets. Now this guidance, is it necessary that the people will follow definitely or not? The people may follow, may not follow. So what is type of guidance? Naturally we see that guidance will not definitely make the people guided to the right path. Some people remained non-believer, even idol worshippers remained at time of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and other religions they remained, they were not guided. The Momineen, they ask some people who are doing wrong or not practicing their religious duty to practice and to stop the unlawful things, haram things. Sometimes what they say is effective and sometimes it is not effective. So it will not reach the target definitely. The people may be guided, may not be guided. The Holy Quran says about the prophets, وَمَا أَرْسَلْنَا مِن رَسُولٍ إِلَّا بِلِسَانِ قَوْمِهِ لِيُبَيِّنَ لَهُمْ. We have not sent any messenger except he speak with the tongue of his people in order to show them. فَيُضِلُّ اللَّهُ مَن يَشَاءُ وَيَهْدِي مَن يَشَاءُ. Then Allah may guide some of them whom he wants, others may be misguided. So some may be misguided, some may be guided. That is in hand of Allah. The guidance will be for whom? I mean, whoever deserves guidance, naturally Allah will guide him. Whoever he himself intentionally insists to be on the wrong side, Allah will leave him. I mean, you will misguide him, not let Allah misguide him. Allah will leave him for what he believes and what he practices, because he did not listen to the teachings of the prophets and their advice and their preaching and their talking, and the Momineen, all them, he did not listen to them. You say, fine, okay, remain unguided. So when you say Allah misguide, Allah himself will not misguide in that sense that we misguide. No, misguide means Allah will leave him to go in the wrong direction. Somebody is going in a risky road, and you tell him that if you go there, there is an enemy will kill you. There are some people who are bad people, cruel people, and they will kill you. You advise him 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, he will not listen. You say, no, I will go. So you say, okay, you want to go, go. Now, this is, you say, okay, go means misguidance, but misguidance because he decided to be misguided and he did not listen. So this is the meaning of Allah yudhillu man yasha. Otherwise, Allah wanted the mankind to be guided to the right path. However, said the message of the messengers to people, though he talks with the same language of his people, but still some are misguided, some are guided. About Mu'min al-Fir'aun in Surah Ghafir 38, وَقَالَ الَّذِي آمَنَ يَا قَوْمِ اتَّبِعُونِ أَهْدِكُمْ سَبِيلَ الرَّشَادِ. He said, the man who was a believer, a mu'min, he said to people that, people, follow me, I will guide you to the right side, to the right guidance. I will ahdikum, I will guide you. But the people following of Pharaoh, they were misguided, they did not follow him. So what I mean, this guidance may be effective upon people and may not be effective upon people. The other ayah said about Surah At-Tawbah, verse 122, فَلَوْلَا نَفَرَ مِنْ كُلِّ فِرْقَةٍ مِّنْهُمْ طَائِفَةٍ. Allah said that not all people are supposed to go for jihad. Some of them may come to study religion, لِيَتَفَقَّهُ فِي الدِّينِ, and then will warn their people when they go back to their people, لَعَلَّهُمْ يَحْذَرُوا, so that they may be aware or may control themselves not to fall in sin. But then we know the ulama, the religious people, the scholars, they come to a city, to a country, to his village, to his area, to another area. He talks to people. Some of them are listening to him, are guided. Some will not care, will remain unguided. So the guidance that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave to the prophets, messengers, and the Momineen is such type of guidance that only showing the road, the right direction for guidance. While guidance of the Imam is not only showing, taking the people and reaching them to the target of the guidance. There will be no possibility people will be misguided. The word يهدون بأمرنا, by our command. By our command, what is the command of Allah? We see the command of Allah in Surah Yasin 83, إنما أمره, verily his command, if إذا أراد شيئا, if he wants something, to tell him be, and it will be. فسبحان الذي بيده ملكوت كل شيء. Glorified be he who in his hand is the kingdom of everything. So here the command of Allah will not delay. If Allah wants something, say be, and it will be. It will happen definitely. This means it is part of the cosmic rules and regulations, and it will happen. When Allah tells the gravity, for example, be, there is a gravity. The gravity cannot say, no, I will not be there. When Allah asked the solar system to be in this shape, solar system was formed. There is no delay that to be formed or not. Allah ordering the sun, for example, to shine and move and so on, and it will shine and move and so on, about the galaxies, about everything, and about all rules and regulations about human beings and animals and others, everything created, the plants and even the mountain, sea, everything. So that is by command of Allah, be, and it will be. There is no delay. In another ayah, in Surah Al-Qamar, ayah 50, said, وَمَا أَمْرُنَا إِلَّا وَاحِدَ كَلَمْحٍ بِالْبَصَرِ. And our affair is but one like blinking of the eye. So just as quick as you blink your eye, it will happen right away. So here Allah used we made them imams who guide, did not say guide alone. يهدون الناس لما صبروا. They guide the people, for example. No, he said they guide by our order, by our command, by our affair, by the law of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for guidance. So it is such type of guidance that will take the person to the target. I mean, sometimes somebody asks you, where is the address of this? You tell him you go straight, and the second road you turn right, and then you find the third road, turn left, and so on. Then you will see the address. Now when he go in the way, he may miss the road. May reach, may miss. Is not necessary. That is what he said, legislative guidance. Some people may listen, some people may not listen. But if you take his hand and you go yourself, you know the direction, and you show him the house, and you say, okay, this is the address that you want to see, then here definitely he will reach the target. So the guidance of the Imam has to be by the command of Allah. Naturally, command of Allah will happen definitely, because that is the creation of Allah. It is not the will of the people to say, okay, I will be guided or I don't want to be guided, up to me. No, it is will of Allah, and will of Allah will happen definitely by all means. So this is showing the meaning of the guidance. So they guide by the will of Allah. Now, why they have given this great status? Quran said, لَمَّا صَبَرُوا, because they have patience, and وَكَانُوا بِآيَاتِنَا يُقِنُونَ, and they were certain of our communications. لَمَّا صَبَرُوا means they were patient and tolerated all the turmoil and problems and difficulties in life, and they were not affected by that and remained in their line of guidance and looking to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, believing in Him and asking Him for support. You see some of the people at certain terrible situations because of sickness, because of poverty, because of seeing the media affect them, the bad friends, bad society. You see, they have no patience. Sometimes the people in the tragedies, they lose their patience. Some of the priest, he said, I was a believer, but then my mother had cancer and got sick, and I prayed a lot to Allah to give her health, but then ultimately died. So I decided not to believe in Allah. He was a priest, and he said, I will not believe in Allah because He did not cure my mother. Well, he was not certain here about Allah and has no patience. Allah has a wisdom why somebody get a sickness and die, why some people will not die. The believers, maybe they die and go to paradise. So Allah wants to take them from here to a better position. And in this sickness, let us say all their sins will be washed because of their suffering of the sickness. So when they die, there is no sin upon them, all washed, And naturally, because they were sick, they were thinking more and better about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and are pious and religious and pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So they are nearer to Allah because of their sickness, and naturally, psychologically, they are in a position to be more believers and more near to Allah. So Allah will take them to a better life. But we decide, no, Allah should work what I say. Is that right? Allah should follow me, or I should follow the will of Allah. Which one is the right? Some people think, no, because I decide my mother to be cured, so Allah should follow my word. No, it is not like that. Allah have His wisdom and His rules and regulation in this world, and He knows what to be done. So you see the patience in all situations. Now we see practically about Imam Ali alayhi salam. For example, he was steadfast in his faith. In Mecca, the people of Mecca used to abuse, criticize, and even torture some of the Muslims. He was with the Prophet. When they boycotted Bani Hashim for 3 years, he was with the Prophet, and he tolerated, suffered a lot in that boycott. When the Holy Prophet told him to stay in his bed at the night of migration to Medina, because people of Mecca wanted to kill the Prophet, at that night Allah told him, he left his house and put Imam Ali in his bed so that they think the Prophet is at home. They don't know that the Prophet left the home outside Mecca, and he went to Medina. So Imam Ali was patient, tolerated that, and they came 40 people with a sword. They could have cut him into pieces, but he said, okay, as long as you, Rasulullah, will be saved, I don't care what happened to me. Then naturally Allah saved him, and he came to Medina. In Medina, in so many battles and wars happened against the Muslims, and Imam Ali was the bravest one, and the one who stayed with the Holy Prophet always without leaving him. In the Battle of Uhud, all the Muslims ran away when Khalid ibn al-Walid came from the back of the Muslim army. At the beginning, the non-Muslims were defeated. So when the Muslims came to collect the foils and whatever left, they were occupied with that, not ready to fight. Khalid ibn al-Walid turned from their backside, and there was a mountain, and he killed the people preserving the mountain. And then he attacked the Muslims, and the Muslims suddenly they found so many horsemen are coming, and all ran away. 70 people among the Muslims were killed in that battle. All the Muslims, including the first and the second, they ran away to the mountains, to the desert, except Imam Ali alayhi salam remained with the Holy Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala asking the angels, what about that, what a great position Imam Ali has. And then it is said, Jibreel came to the Holy Prophet and he said that this is the muwasat. He is protecting you, Ya Rasulullah. And the sword of Imam Ali was broken. In that war, he came to the Prophet and said, Ya Rasulullah, I have no sword to fight. So the Dhul Fiqar, according to some traditions, was brought from heaven and was given by the Prophet to Imam Ali alayhi salam to fight with that. However, the only one who remained patient was Imam Ali. The same thing in Khandaq. When Amr ibn Abd Wud came, no one of the Muslims dared to go and fight with Amr ibn Abd Wud, because he was known and he was equal to 1,000 soldiers because of his bravery. And Imam Ali went and fought with him and killed him. In Khaybar, there was a strong citadel and there were very strong people there. The Holy Prophet sent the first, told him go and fight. He returned back, and then they told him, oh, there are very brave people, we are afraid they will kill us. So he was a coward and making others as coward and returned back. Second day, the Prophet sent the second one, and he went, and again he had the same situation and returned back. Then the Holy Prophet said, tomorrow I will send someone that he is karrar ghair farrar, he is attacking, not running away. يحب الله ويحبه الله ورسوله. Allah loves him, he loves Allah and Rasul, he will attack, will not run away. لا يرجع حتى يفتح الله عليه. He will not return back till Allah open the citadel of Khaybar. And then he sent Imam Ali alayhi salam, and he was victorious. And so on in Ghazwa Dhatul Salasil, that is the surah of Al-Adiyat wal-Adiyat Dhabha fal-Muriyat Qadha fal-Mughirat Subha. That surah came, Surah Al-Adiyat, about what's Ghazwa Dhatul Salasil. Salasil, the chains, because they tied the enemies with chains. The story was the Holy Prophet heard that those people want to attack the Holy Prophet in Medina at night, that when the people are sleeping, and kill the Prophet and all Muslims. So when the Holy Prophet heard about it, he sent the first one and told him, go and fight, before they come. When he went, he was afraid to fight, and he came back without fighting. Next day, he sent the second one. Again, the second one was afraid to fight and came back. Third day, he sent Amr ibn al-As. And Amr ibn al-As also went, but then he was afraid to fight. But they say they are brave people, I cannot fight. And then the fourth time, he sent Imam Ali alayhi salam. Imam Ali alayhi salam had his own way to fight, and then he was victorious and brought them in chains. What I mean, in all situations, in Hunayn also, when all Muslims ran away, only 10 people remained with the Prophet. The Muslims were about 12,000 soldiers, and the people of Ta'if were also in thousands, a huge number, but they were on the top of the mountain. When the Muslims wanted to pass a small alley, they started throwing a stone, and Munafiqeen were there, Abu Sufyan and others, so they ran away, and then all Muslims ran away, and they left the Holy Prophet alone with only 10 people, 9 from Bani Hashim, relatives of the Prophet, and 1 Ayman ibn Ayman. And Imam Ali alayhi salam was there, a brave man, that Al-Abbas was asking his son, Abbas, uncle of the Prophet, where is Ali? I don't see him, because they were all around the Holy Prophet, and Ali is not among them. His son, he said, look to the front, see Ali is fighting there and preventing the enemy from coming near the Prophet. We are here with the Prophet, protecting us and the Prophet, but the one who's stopping the army all to come is Ali. He is there, look to him. So what I mean, he is the patience. Not only that, patience in bravery, but he was patient on the tragedies which happened. He was patient for sake of Islam. When they attacked his house, forcing him to pledge allegiance, and he refused to pledge allegiance to the first, and they attacked his house, and they actually hit Fatima al-Zahra. They pressed her between the door and the wall, and the nail was in her chest. She miscarried her baby, and then they took Imam Ali by force and asking him, either we'll kill you or you pledge allegiance to the first. Imam Ali could have fought them, It's easy for him. He's a brave, he can kill them. But then he said it is against the benefit of Islam. If those people are killed, then the enemies of Islam are ready to come and attack and take that and execute, and then all Islam will go. So he said that tragedy is more than the injustice done to me and to my family. So though that was very, very, very difficult for anyone to see his wife as great as Lady Fatima al-Zahra, Sayyidat Nisa al-Alameen, daughter of the Holy Prophet, to be attacked in that way and to miscarriage and to be beaten in front of him. But still he said, well, I will tolerate as long as Islam will remain alive. So that is a great patience, great control, though he has power to kill them, and his bravery is naturally is well known, So what I mean, all those are patience. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knew from his eternal knowledge that those people will be of this character. That is why he made them imams and leaders, followers, to be followed by the people. Imam Ali and the 11 Imams of his sons and grandsons. So this is lamma sabaru, because of this sabr they deserve imamate. Others naturally do not have that character. And the second one, وَكَانُوا بِآيَاتِنَا يُوقِنُونَ, and they were certain of our ayat, communications or verses or signs, whatever you translate ayat of Allah. They were certain 100% sure about their faith. There is no doubt at all. How to reach that certainty? You see, sometimes you have knowledge of something. You know the fire is burning. Okay, a knowledge. But are you afraid of the fire? Just knowing the fire is burning? No, will not affect you. Okay, fire is burning. But if you see somebody in front of you and he is burning, you see the fire and effect of the fire, somebody is burning. Naturally, are you afraid? This is a second type. And if you are in the fire and burned, so what type of knowledge you have? That is 100% certainty. You see, aynul yaqeen. It is the real reality, not the real certainty. That is ilmul yaqeen, knowledge of certainty with knowledge. And aynul yaqeen. Aynul yaqeen, when you are facing it and you suffer it, naturally you have no doubt because you are suffering of it. So the clarity of vision, let us say, that will make one to reach that state of yaqeen, of certainty. Clarity, how will happen when somebody is 100% sure and that is clear in his mind. Sure, you tell the Muslim or non-Muslim that if you are doing this sin, you will be punished by hellfire. He said, yes, I know, but still he don't care. But if somebody is there, if he do anything wrong, will beat him or will kill him, then he's afraid. If a driver driving, he knows there is radar, but as long as he has his radar, he will not care. But if he see the police is there, naturally he is afraid. So both, he has a knowledge that the radar will catch him or might catch him. But now he has seen the police with the radar. So naturally he is more afraid, and that is clear in front of him. So he will control his speed not to exceed the limit. You see, that is the real certainty, we call it. So you see, those imams have this certainty. How someone will get this certainty? We see in another ayah about the Prophet Ibrahim, ala nabiyina wa alayhi wa alayhi salam. He said, وَكَذَلِكَ نُرِي إِبْرَاهِيمَ مَلَكُوتَ السَّمَاوَاتِ وَالْأَرْضِ وَلِيَكُونَا مِنَ الْمُوقِنِينَ. And such we show Ibrahim the kingdom of heaven and earth in order to be among the certain people with certainty. So certainty will come when you see the kingdom, not the apparent worldly life. No, not this apparent life. No, the hidden one, malakut. This is mulk. We say mulk. Well, in English it is also called kingdom, but it is the, let us say, material kingdom in front of you. But kingdom of heaven and earth is the how the affairs, the commands of Allah are coming to people, to fate and destiny of everything, and how our deeds are going there and what effect it has. So if I see that my wrong deeds will have very bad effect, if I see that if I usurp money from an orphan, it will be fire, naturally I will not touch it. If I see it as money, okay, money like other money is okay to use it. But if I see it as a fire, naturally I will not touch the fire. So when you see the commands of Allah, the rules and regulations of Allah which rule everything in this world, naturally you will have certainty. So in order to be in that state, the Imams have to see the malakut of heaven and earth. And they know all that. So with knowledge, they will be infallible. With that knowledge, they will be patient, tolerate. With that knowledge, they deserve to be the Imam of the mankind. With that knowledge, they know each and every deeds of the people that they are doing, because they are seeing the rules and regulations coming everywhere on the earth. And because of that knowledge, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make them, as we say, wasitatul fayd. The favor of Allah will come to the Imam, from the Imam will go to all mankind, will be distributed. He is the medium for that, because he can tolerate that. It will come to him in Laylatul Qadr and then distributed to all mankind, whatever is fate and destiny till next year. So it is because of that knowledge they have, they deserve to be Imam. And the other ayah, when he said, and we made them an Imam, وَجَعَلْنَاهُمْ أَمَّا يَهْدُونَ بِأَمْرِنَا وَأَوْحَيْنَا إِلَيْهِمْ فِعْلَ الْخَيْرَاتِ. And we have revealed to them doing good job and khairat, we revealed to them the doing of good and the keeping up of a prayer and the giving of alms, and us alone did they serve. You see, we revealed to them to do good. Not only we ask them to do good, so they may do, may not do. No, it is like revealed. وحي أوحينا إليهم فعل الخيرات. So if somebody revealed to him, naturally he will do and he will be infallible. وإقام الصلاة, not يقيمون, إقامة, establishing the prayer, not offering the prayer alone. Because offering the prayer is only apparent thing. If somebody is not very concentrating in the prayer, okay, apparently his prayer is all right and in fiqh point. But the real benefit of the prayer will not be there. Because al-salah mi'rajul mu'min. It is an ascent of a mu'min, his spirit will go to heaven. Now who of us, when he pray, his soul will have that status to be ascent to heaven, mi'rajul mu'min. Or as-salat tanha anil fahsha wal munkar. The prayer prevent the person from doing mischief and corruption or bad things. Well, many people, they pray and they do wrong things, So he is praying, but not establishing the prayer. Establishing the prayer means with all its conditions and benefits. Also, ita zakat, they pay zakat completely and always. وَكَانُوا لَنَا عَابِدِينَ. And they were worshipping us alone, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So us alone did they serve, did they worship. So Allah saying, their ibadah, their worshipping is 100% to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Not a second in their life they were non-Muslim idol worshipper or others, no. And even when they were about Islam, not even in a second they did riyah, show. Because if I do something for show means maybe 99% I am building this masjid for sake of Allah. Fine, 99% maybe. But 1%, okay, the people will praise me, say, oh, the doctor is good man, he's building a masjid. So my intention is mixed show, Allah and the people. So that is not pure for Allah. So I am not worshipping Allah, I am worshipping the people as well. This is called the hidden type of shirk, الشرك الخفي, the hidden type. And that is very, very difficult to avoid it. One needs to control himself greatly to be able to avoid that, So Imams are naturally top in that situation, because the Quran says, كَانُوا لَنَا عَابِدِينَ. They were worshipping us. They were worshipping, serving us, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala only. So that is the great position of the Imam in the Holy Quran, and we see these attributes cannot be applied except to the 12 Imams Salamullahi alayhim. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guide us to the right path, and let us be a good believer and follower of the Holy Prophet and the Imam Salamullahi alayhim, and accept our good deeds, and let our present Imam Al-Mahdi ajalallahu ta'ala farajah be satisfied with us, and may Allah hasten his reappearance in order to fill the earth with justice and equity, and may Allah make us among those who will get intercession of Muhammad wa ala Muhammad in the hereafter, and may Allah ultimately make us with Muhammad wa ala Muhammad and the martyrs and the truthful people in paradise in the high position. Walhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. وصلى الله على محمد وآله الطاهرين. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد وعجل فرجهم.